What's going on, everybody? Happy Superman Day. Now today, I want to talk to all of you about why Superman has transcended pulp culture and has become the most beloved superhero. All right? Now, I know a lot of people are going to sit there and say, well, Batman's the most beloved. Look at how much money he's made at the box office. Or look at Spider-Man. Or look at what the Avengers have done. Honestly, you're not wrong. Those heroes have become quite large in and of themselves when it comes to the box office. But when you take a look at Superman, that logo, that S on his chest, that symbol that so many people now know as the symbol of hope or the symbol of the House of El or whatever you want to call it at this point in time in your life, that symbol is so synonymous with Superman. Sure, you can see a bat symbol and people are going to say that's Batman, but that doesn't always mean Batman. You can see a Spider-Man logo and you might mean Spider-Man, but it could mean a spider for, what is it, like motocross or something? Like, that's the thing. There's something about the red, the yellow, the little shield, and the S. It's not going to be mistaken. That is Superman's symbol. Okay? Now, if you head over to slavsfreetalk.com, you're going to check out this whole article here, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I think I did a hell of a job with this article. Now, I sit here and say, let's get one thing straight right out the gate. Superman isn't just a superhero. He is the superhero. And I'm not wrong. We're not wrong here. Look, Superman came out in 1938 in Action Comics #1. He is the one who started the superhero genre. Like, that's what he did. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have all of these other superheroes. He is the one that started it off. Superman was born in 1938. That thing feels ancient. If you think about it, he was created by two Jewish kids during a time of real world fear, fascism, and depression. Superman wasn't just wish fulfillment. He was a moral clarity in a world that had none. He didn't punch down. He didn't revel in chaos. He inspired. That is the beauty of Superman. He inspires everyone. He inspires us to do better. When he came out in 1938 and then through the 40s, he was there during a time where the world was at war. And he was inspiring others to be better, to do better. He was looking he was a symbol of hope. He was. While they didn't say that the Superman S was a symbol of hope at that time, but Superman, was a symbol of hope during that time. And that only built throughout the years. Now, as we go on, we see the crazy thing, Superman's never stopped being relevant. In the 40s, he hit Hitler in the jaw. In the 70s, he was making audiences believe a man could fly thanks to Christopher Reeve. In the 2000s, he got the Snyder treatment, alien, messianic, and mythic as hell. And through all of it, he endured. Through every reboot, every recast, every comic crisis he endured. Because Superman isn't about the moment. He's about the mission. We changed. The world changes. Superman reminds us what not to let go of. See, I wanted to talk about this because of what's happening right now within the fandom of DC. We have a Superman movie coming out in just a few months here. And the fandom is so at each other. They're at each other's throats. We want this Superman. We don't like this Superman. We want this Superman. But if you take a look at what we've had over the years, the 40s, the 70s, the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, we've had so many different types of Supermans. This iteration that we're about to get is just another era, another iteration of the Superman. It's not like it's not going to change again at some point. There's a Superman for every era. There's a Superman for everyone. But the core aspect of Superman is to inspire. It's to inspire. It's not to have all of us fighting and yelling at each other and saying that you're not a DC fan, you're not a fan of Superman, you're not a fan of this. Oh, just because you like All-Star Superman doesn't mean that you understand Superman or you're better or bigger Superman fan, or because you don't like it, you do like it more. Like, all of this stuff, this isn't what Superman stands for. This isn't what the fandom should stand for. This isn't what it's all about. So he transcends the core of the Man of Tomorrow. So let's talk myth, the real myth. Superman isn't just a pop culture character. He's a modern Prometheus, a solar-powered Moses, a sci-fi Hercules with better manners. He's the ultimate outsider who chooses kindness over conquest, the God who walks amongst us, not to roll, but to lift us up. Again, talk about this all the time through this whole thing, is he's inspiring us. He wants to lift us up. He wants to be there for us. What makes him compelling isn't the powers, it's the restraint, the choice to be gentle in a world that rewards cruelty, not weakness. That's called will. And that's why he transcends trends. He doesn't represent who we are, he represents who we could be. And damn if that isn't something worth holding on to. I love that. I absolutely love that. Think about that. Superman isn't representing us. He's representing who we could be. I will take that a step further in saying he represents who we should be. Who we should be. The too perfect lie. Let's kill the lazy take right now. He's too perfect. He's boring. He's not relatable. Look, my brother-in-law says all the time that Superman sucks. He's not relatable. He's lazy. It's a lazy type of story writing. He doesn't like Superman movies, whatever. If you think he's a lazy superhero, you're not paying attention. He's not flawless. He's aspirational. He's the guy who could do anything and still chooses to be good. That's not boring. That's hard as hell. In a culture obsessed with anti-heroes, and moral ambiguity, Superman is the one character still brave enough to be earnest, to believe in people, to stand tall, not because he's unshakable, but because he chooses to be. That takes guts. Now, I know a lot of people who are against, say, what Snyder was creating is going to take a look at that and say, well, Snyder missed the mark on that because that represents Superman perfectly. I sit here being a fan of what Snyder made and say, well, Snyder was getting to that. Superman was building to that. So fans out there who want to sit there and jump in my comments and say, blah, 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 Snyder this, Snyder that, don't bother. Like, there was a journey that Snyder was trying to take Superman on. I understand that. A lot of people understand that. Some people wanted Superman to be Superman immediately. I get that. A lot of people get that. But let's try in the comments. Let's be brothers. Let's be brothers of DC fandom. That's what I want this to be. I want us to all be brothers in the DC fandom and fans of Superman, okay? So why do we keep coming back to watching Superman, to reading Superman? Like, what is the obsession with Superman? But we live in a time where icons are constantly being torn down, remixed or rebooted into edgier versions of themselves. And yet Superman still shines. Why? Because every time the world starts to feel too heavy, too angry, too broken, we look for something unshakable. And there he is, flying overhead. Not with a smirk, not with a grimace, with a smile. And a reminder that someone out there still believes in truth, justice, and a better damn tomorrow. And maybe, if we try hard enough, we can believe in it too. Superman isn't just the most beloved superhero. He's the reason we believe in superheroes at all. Not because he's perfect, but because he makes us want to be better. He transcended pulp culture the moment he stepped into it. And he's not going anywhere. Because the world will always need a Superman. And deep down, we all kind of want him to be. Or we all want to be him. He's not here to save us from the world. He's here to remind us how to save it ourselves. I encourage you to share this video, share this article, but I want to know your thoughts. Do you think Superman has transcended pulp culture? Do you think he is the most beloved superhero? I would love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below. And again, keep this nice. We're all fans of DC. We're all fans of Superman, regardless of what you think of the upcoming Superman movie. Look, guys, Superman, that movie's coming. We get different iterations, and we're always going to get different iterations, whether it's in comics, on TV, and film. We're going to continue to get different iterations because he just continues to change generation to generation. And that's okay because the core of the character continues to stay the same as he continues to inspire us all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. With all that said, I'll catch you all later.